Okay, guys, welcome to another review. Well, this time I'm gonna review Bad Neighbors, or I heard in America they call it Just Neighbors. Well, doesn't matter. Um, the movie Bad Neighbors is about this new couple, sweet couple, and they got this fraternity moving next door to them, and then all hell breaks loose. Um, That's basically the premise of the movie. Okay, it's a comedy basically, and then if you see the trailer, you know it's gonna be some of the scenes are in the trailer. Now the funny scenes are in the trailer. But here's my honest review of it. To me, Bad Neighbors is one of those Hollywood type movies, which I like to call um, the moralist movies, moral movies, because Hollywood has been coming out with this type of movie for a while now, where they would have a comedy. It will be sort of vulgar, or it will be mostly comedy. It happens mostly in comedies or romantic coms. So a lot of them that comes up from Hollywood have this what I call is moral movies. So the movies start off raunchy, almost rated R, kind of, yeah. And then somehow at the end of it, there will be a moral thing coming out, a moral message, which is like the most unnatural progression of storytelling to me. I mean, if you started out trying to be a comedy, go ahead and make a full comedy. Not this is this new trend that came up, I think, in late 90s and throughout the 2000s. Have been like, it's so, to me, so bullshit, so unrealistic, because they would start this type of film with very funny things, putting in there this, and then they put they end it with some sort of unrealistic family message, moral message, that things are good, things are bad things will never make it. Things like that, moral message. I think trying to appease the Republican side or of the financiers or whatnot. Or you know what, our movie have a good message, and you don't need to do that. You don't need, if you want to do that, you do a Shawshank Redemption, or you do a straight movie. You don't do a raunchy comedy, funny comedy, and then cap it off with, oh, the moral of the story is basically that the movie is trying to show you, oh, you know what, is the boring couple next door who is the right guy, right people. They made the right decision. They are the good people of society that we should become. And I believe, when I watched this, I mean, I immediately know, I only got that feeling the moment some sort of like, oh my god, it's gonna be like, oh, another Hollywood moral bullshit thing. And you know what, Hollywood people, if you are watching this, nobody want to buy a preachy movie. It's a preachy movie. It's like, oh, you know what? We have a good message. How do we get people to get this message? It's just, okay, throw in some raunchy stuff, throw in some sex stuff, and then throw in some party stuff, and then cap it off. Close the movie with, oh, sebenarnya, actually, all those bad things will only be bad for you. And do what the straight, boring people do in this movie, and this is actually good. Hello, I mean, it's like, it's horrible. I mean, if you the best or the opposite of this movie, which I think is best, is the Hangover one. Like, they started off with a mess up and no raunchy and stuff like that, and they still push the envelope right until the end. So it's still gonna be a raunchy, funny thing. So yeah, when I saw the ending, I mean, it turns me off and immediately made me say that don't buy this movie on DVD, don't buy this movie on Blu-ray, because it's just like the moralist movie. I can make a list of them. I mean, I've seen a few where it started off, oh, funny, And then it ends with this moral thing. Oh, there's a movie like Ted. Have you seen the Ted movie, like the talking bear? It has a moralist ending to me. It has a moralist ending. Yeah, it's been like a few movies that has that. Like it goes wild in the middle, and then, oh, you know what? Good works. I mean, come on. So my final score after watching Bad Neighbors, notice that I'm not talking about the actors at all, because you know what? Once you spoil the storyline in that such a predictable way, it really spoil, turn me off. I give this movie a 5 out of 10, because 5 is really not horrible, but it's really not that great. Because one, if they took out the unrealistic ending, moralist ending, then I think it will be good. But man, it's the same thing. I hate this. I hate this type of group. That done it. That they were promoting it as a wild bear with raunchy attitude, but they end it with some sort of moral message. You don't need to do that, Hollywood. Sucks.